San Francisco is one of the U.S. cities seeing a robust real estate market. The rising demand for tech workers has led to a double-digit increase in rental prices in the Bay Area for the past 2 years. Now, that's helped fuel a residential building boom reminiscent of nearly a decade ago. Mark Niu has our story.
Under construction. It's happening all over Silicon Valley, where developers put up residential buildings at a startling rate. The building boom stretches in all directions of the Bay Area, like an hour away from here in downtown San Francisco, which is once again a hot place to break ground.
It's the most cranes I've seen in my 32 years. The difference for this time around is now we're starting to see high-rise construction. San Francisco, as beautiful as the city is, did not have a lot of high-rise residential construction until now.
Eric Tao is the president of AGI Capital, a Chinese-American-owned real estate development company currently in the process of building more than 1,300 residential units. Tao shows us his latest $250 million project, Mosso SF, a two-building, 483-unit apartment complex in the heart of San Francisco. Tao says this building boom is different than the one 7 years ago, which eventually led to the housing bubble burst.
Back then, everybody was building condominiums. But the big difference this time is this building, most of the buildings you see building around you, they're apartment buildings. So apartment buildings, generally the return is not as high as a condominium, but the risks are much lower.
These three cranes are working on about 2,000 apartment rental units. The big reason, tech companies moving in. Companies like Twitter, Square, and Dolby are all becoming a part of that neighborhood. Tech company workers, typically in their 20s or early 30s, don't need as much living space. At Mosso SF, one-bedroom, 680-square-foot apartments will rent for about $3,000 a month. But Tao says young techies want amenities in their complex like fitness facilities, co-working spaces, bars and professional kitchens for hosting, and even dog washes.
We get denser units, people who rent because it's not their home. They care more about the neighborhood, the amenities, how they're going to enjoy the area.
Tao says new developments are required to either allocate at least 15% of the units for low-income residents at affordable prices or pay a fine that goes to the city housing office. Mark Niu, CCTV, San Francisco.